Hi, I'm Timothy McCormick. I'm a student of Hispanic Studies at the University of Scranton, and I was the artistic director of the Hispanic Puppet Show. And I would like to use Moctezuma as an example of how we constructed the puppets. The shell of the body is made out of felt, and what we did was, using two pieces of felt laying flat together, drew the shape of the figure that we wanted with a little extra room in order to make the seams. Then we sewed the body shut, and we put inside the body a styrofoam cone. The cone was to give the body a little structure and to help with when we needed to insert the pole, which would be used as the handle for the puppet. We inserted it into the styrofoam cone. Around the styrofoam cone, we used acrylic fibers to give the shape of the smaller limbs and like the chest and everything like that. On the body we drew some detail, the chest and some muscles for Moctezuma. Other puppets had different characteristics, so we drew accordingly. The head is made out of a styrofoam sphere, and we painted it with acrylic paints, and on top of that we used fabric paint to give it features, facial features like the eyes and the mouth, the eyebrows. We decorated using different types of jewelry, fabric. The hair is doll's hair that we bought at a fabric store or an arts and crafts store. For the fabric of Moctezuma we used a gold paisley, which showcases the wealth that we wanted to display in Moctezuma. We also added jewelry like the brooch and the belt. For the tunic, what I did was I made a border, just folding it over, and sewed it with a little intricate design in the using the sewing machine, and I pinned it up to give it just a little depth and dimension, and I included a cape so that as he was walking across the stage it kind of flowed and just added some interest to the visual aspect of the puppetry. We used feathers and gold jewelry just to add some more, to showcase the wealth of Moctezuma a little bit more. And on his feet are sandals, which are actually just made out of cardboard, and they use the same fabric as the toe piece that we used for the body. So then what we did was inserted a pole into the styrofoam cone. Moctezuma is a little heavier because of the fabric and the gold jewelry on him, but the puppets, because they're made out of the acrylic fibers and the styrofoam, are pretty light, and if the pole goes up far enough, the leverage is balanced, so they're not too hard to handle as you move them across stage. They are obviously heavier than other puppets because of their size, but all in all, because of how deep the pole goes into the body, they're pretty easy to handle. Other puppets we use different designs and different characteristics, and all in all we made about 7 puppets, and it took about 2 weeks from the beginning of the cutting of the felt into the final product. But the 2 weeks was well worth the price because I think the puppets came out very nice. We received many compliments on how the puppets were actually presented, and I think it's a good representation of the different characters in the Legend of Moctezuma and the 5 Sons. So I'm very glad with the time that we put into it, and I'm happy with the turnout. Thank you.